Hi guys, welcome back to another tutorial. So in today's video we are going to be making a poncho. You can call it a dashiki poncho, you can call it kimono poncho, any whatever you want to call it, or you cut it the way you cut kimono. So I have about 2.5 yards of fabric. So this is half yard of fabric, while this here is 2 yards of fabric. So I'm going to be using this as the pocket, while this is going to be for the main I'm going to fold this now into two. So I want to show us how to fold. I would have loved to fold it, making sure the lines here are vertical, but because I'm using 2 yards of fabric, if I fold it like that, that means the length I will have here is going to be 36 and the length I need is 42 inches. Okay, so that is why I'm not going to be folding it in a vertical way. So I'm going to turn it in a horizontal manner. So if I do it like this, I'll be able to get the length I want, and even I'll be left with more fabric. So I'll go ahead and fold it now and show us the next step to take. I have folded this fabric into 4 now. So after folding it into 4, I have 17.5 inches. Okay, this is 17.5 inches. So I'm going to mark out the shoulder to shoulder measurement. This is my shoulder line here. So I'm going to mark the shoulder to shoulder measurement of 8 inches. So this is 8 inches here, and then I'm going to mark the neck width of 3 inches. You can use 3.5, so I'll just use 3 inches. So for the back neck, I'll use 1.5. By the time I join the shoulder back with 0.5 inches, I'll be left with 1 inch for the back. So I'll use 1.5 for the back depth. And the neck depth, the front depth, I'll use 3.5. By the time we join 0.5 inch, we'll be left with 3 inches. So I'll also mark 3.5 here, like so. And then you connect you curve back the neck. I've curved the back neck, so I'll go ahead and curve the front neck as well. So for the front, is going to have a slit, but I'm not going to do that yet. I will do it after cutting out the fabric, okay, because I don't want to cut the back with it. For the slit, you can go as low as 4 inches, you can go as low as 3 inches. Okay, so I'm just going to use about 3.5 here, but I'm not going to slit it open yet. So now going back to the shoulder line, I've marked the shoulder line of the shoulder to shoulder measurement of 8 inches. Now you need to now measure how long you want your poncho to fall. You can just go ahead and measure from there and check where you want the poncho to stop. If it is 8 inches, if it is 7 inches, you just mark it out. So I'll just measure like this. I will mark about 8.5 inches. So this is 8.5 inches. Okay, so then I'll mark the line again to see the overall measurement. So I have 17 inches here. So this 17 inches, I will square it up, which means at the hem line I'm also going to measure 17 inches at the length of the gown. So I'll measure 17 inches. So I have measured 17 inches at the hem of the gown. Now I need to come down by 2 inches for shoulder slope. 2 inches here. Then at the shoulder to shoulder measurement, I'll measure 1 inch, and then I'll connect the line. I'll slant the line. So I have done that. Now you now need to come down to your armhole measurement. Whatever your armhole line is, you mark it out here. The armhole line I'm working with is 9 inches, so I'll just mark the 9 inches downward here. Okay, so the 17 inches I have here, you have to square the 17 inches up. You square it up because that is what you'll be cutting out. So I have squared up the 17 inches. So what that means is when you are joining, so you need half an inch to join this place together, and you know I said the armhole I'm working with is 9 inches, so that half an inch I need to add it back here. So that means when you are joining, after joining the shoulder, from here to here will be open, and then you join the rest of the gown. Okay, so whatever you take in here, if it is 1 inch you take in for seam allowance here, then you now fold it in around the sleeve opening here to finish up the edge of the sleeve. I hope we understand. Or you can just come in from here like by, let's say, 1 inch or half of an inch, like so, and then you connect, you curve it like this, and then you connect it back inward. But I'm just going to leave it the way it is. So basically this is just simple to make. So I want to do a little adjustment at the length of the gown. So for that adjustment you need your hip measurement line. So the hip line is 25 inches. So I'm just going to drag this up, and whenever you are taking this measurement, ensure that the measurement you use at the shoulder line here, ensure that it has enough allowance for your hip. I'll come down to the hemline. Okay, now the gown, the length I'm working with is 42 inches, and I added 1 inch for folding allowance here, so I have 43 inches. Now from the hemline you come in by 1.5. Okay, you come in by 1.5, because if you look at the gown, you see that around that side curved in a little. So from the hip line here, now you just curve in, you curve this back in to that 1.5 inch that I took inward just now. Can you see how I curve it? You curve it in like this. So this is what it is going to look like. So I'll go ahead and cut it out for us to see. The back neckline. So I'll cut the back now. So what I'll do now is to take the back away from the front and then recut the front neck. So I'm going to take the back away now. So remember I said I'm going to slit this place open, and the slit is going to stop here. So because this material is very light, so in order for this slit I made here to stand firm on your body, you need to iron stay on this, just your normal paper stay. You iron it just on this side, just from here now, on this side now, you iron the stay so that this can stay firmly on your body when you wear it, and it won't be, you know, it won't be falling off like this. So I'm going to cut out the pockets now. I'm going to show you how you will cut out the pockets. So I have the pocket here, and for the length of this pocket, so the material I'm using for this pocket is also light, so that is why I'm cutting out 2 pieces for each of the pockets. Okay, so I'm going to use it to turn, I'm going to turn one, I'm going to be turning it using 2 pieces for each pocket because this material is light. So I'll use one for lining and one for the main pocket so that it's easier for me to stitch it on the dress. So what I use is, the length of this pocket is going to be, the length is 12 inches I'm going to use 1.5 to fold this inward, and then I'll use 1/2 inch to join. Since I'm using 2 for this, so I'll use 1/2 inch to turn it in. Okay, so and also that's the length, and then the width is going to be 10 inches. The actual width is 9 inches is the width. So since I'll be using 1/2 inch on both sides to turn it in, so that's why I have 10 inches. So the width of 10 inches and the length of 12 inches. Now the width also depends on your body. The more your body is, depends on how big you are, we also determine the wideness of the pocket. Okay, so I'm cutting out the facing now, and once I'm done, I'll stitch it to the neck of the dress. You do the same thing for the back neck as well. You also cut out the back facing just like I'm doing right now. So guys, this is the final look of the dress. This is looking so beautiful. So for the pocket, the distance between the two pockets is 5 inches when you open it up, and unfold is 2.5. Then the length, I measured 20 inches from the shoulder to where I attached the pocket. So if you find this video helpful, please don't forget to like this video and share this video as well, and subscribe to my channel for more content. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.